Well, good evening, boils and ghouls, and welcome to my nerdy crypt. Even got some mood lighting for you. Oh no! Agatha shut down. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh, I've got an appearance coming up. I can't have Agatha being down. Oh no. Oh no. Couple more minutes. I might actually make sure my dear ears are not exposed here. Yeah, stay on. You turd. Oh, proton pack probs, let me tell you. All right. Well, welcome to, I believe this is episode 3, 4? Can't keep track. Of Hump Days with the Hawk. Um, just a chance to chill and not talk about work stuff or outside world stuff or Peppa Pig. Like, talk Ghostbusters, talk whatever. Yeah, having a good time. So, I had mentioned last week about the potential of an event happening actually this week. Um, Looking more and more like it's going to be a solo mission for me. But I am making my triumphant return to University of Iowa Dance Marathon. It has been a few years since I participated in the big event, so really excited about that. So I'm volunteering as a university employee on Friday, um, helping families get settled in the family room and showing them where to go and whatnot. And then actually the following day, I'm back in the family room, but as Ecto Hawk of the Iowa Ghostbusters, doing photo ops for kiddos and their families, for those interested. So, not a public event. You either have to be a registered volunteer or be a kiddo with family member who is a patient at Stead Family Children's Hospital. So, but really cool. I actually first got involved with Dance Marathon well before I ever thought of putting a proton pack on. So, it was my second year, senior year. That's right. I was a super senior. I like to party. Um, but I was working for the local Best Buy, and they talked about Dance Marathon. Now, as a UI student, I had heard about Dance Marathon, but never really participated. Then I found out Best Buy was bringing TVs and Xboxes and PlayStations and Wii's. Yes, I'm dating myself, not the Wii's to the event, and it's like, well, I've got to be a part of this, and I gotta tell you, it is cool for to kind of explain it. So, Dance Marathon is, well, it's just that. It's Dance Marathon. So the UI student body gets together. I believe each dancer has to raise $500 in order to even participate in the event. But yeah, it runs from 7 p.m. Friday to 7 p.m. on Saturday. If you are a dancer, there's no sitting, there's no sleeping. You don't have to dance the whole time, but you have to stay awake and you cannot sit. And those kids are very, very, very exhausted when it's time to when that it's getting close to 7 o'clock on the following Saturday. So now I never participated as a dancer. My main role was to make sure all the TVs and Xboxes and stuff were working for the dancers and the kiddos and their families. But that did mean that my day started at 8 a.m. Friday and went well past 7 p.m. On Saturday. So by the time I was done, I was a sleepy, sleepy, sleepy cat. But I tell you what, it's the best. It's been about 5 years since I last actually like volunteered in one. Now there were some times when it was on campus and I was on campus and I snuck into opening ceremonies because that's one of the coolest things ever. Um, but yeah, um, continue to do that through Best Buy, and unfortunately, as things go, Best Buy's participation in the event started to dwindle a little bit. I went on to other things. Oh, what's up, Chris? South Shore represent. How's it going? Don't be crossing streams now. That's offensive. Oh, I got a hoot out of it. Whenever people got to be butthurt about anything anymore. So, oh, Agatha shut off again. I'm gonna have to investigate that. That's not good. Um, but anyway, and then yeah, I started working for the university, and that partnership really kind of fell by the wayside, and um, joined up with the Iowa Ghostbusters after I got Agatha. And then our partnership with Steads started a little while ago, and it's kind of been a dream to get the Iowa Ghostbusters somehow involved with Dance Marathon. So it'll be a good. I'm a rebel. No, that's Chad. Chad is the rebel. That's gimmick infringement. You can't do that. But yeah, nothing fancy. Just there for a little bit, taking pictures with kiddos and their families. For those, they said I can be there an hour, and odds are I'm probably going to be there a little longer than an hour. But it's totally worth it. I mean, the folks at Steads love us. The kiddos and their parents like seeing us, so it's the least I could do to spend a couple hours this Saturday at Dance Marathon because it is the coolest. If you want more info on it, I don't know why I didn't have this pulled up. So the event, as I mentioned, starts Friday. You can actually donate to the children's Miracle Network now. I usually pick a dancer that's super, super, super close to hitting their $500 mark and pushing them just over the edge on Friday. So again, all the donations go to Children's Miracle Network, and that in turn, the UI portion gets donated to the Stead Family Children's Hospital. They've raised, yeah, $37.25 million for the Children's Hospital, and this is I believe it's the 32nd iteration of Dance Marathon. So, yeah, it's a really really cool event, and just further partnering the relationship between the Iowa Ghostbusters and Stead Family Children's Hospital. I'm extremely happy to be a part of that for them. Chris, you still on here? What is? I know South Shore's got a con coming up this weekend too, don't they? For those of you in the Chicagoland area that want to go see the crew that's ready to believe you, the South Shore Ghostbusters. Dare I say it, the best Ghostbusters in Chicago. And if you haven't, they're way better at this social media thing than I'll ever be. So follow them. They post pretty regularly, and they have lots of good stuff. They absolutely nailed Harold Ramis Day. Um, and Frank asked me to film a short piece for that, and I was happy and honored to do that. I mean, there's no doubt that Harold Ramis has played a big role in my life, so the opportunity to actually speak on that. There we go. Northwest Indiana Comic Con. Well, there you go. Chris, is that a 1-day or 2-day event? I would imagine that's potentially even a 3-day event. So, yeah, if you're in the area, the South Shore Ghostbusters are going to be at the Northwest Indiana Comic Con. Be there or be square. Um, the Ecto Hawk of the Iowa Ghostbusters will be, in Iowa City at Dance Marathon. So, and I know the rest of the Iowa GBs are gearing up for the Cedar Rapids QuadCon, which is happening on Valentine's Day. Bummer. But it won't be a bummer. We've got lots of cool things in store. And the QuadCon crew there in Cedar Rapids always treat us very well. So, and we'll likely get some Need Pizza. So, which if you're in Cedar Rapids, Need Pizza is the place to go if you want some za. Not being paid to say that, it's just the truth. So, and let's be real, if I had any endorsement deals, if you're watching this, Casey's General Store, if you want to sponsor the show, I eat your food and consume your gas in the Ecto Hawk whenever I'm on the road. So I'll slap one of those Casey's logos on my truck. No shame here. Probably going to stop at Casey's on my way to Iowa City on Saturday morning because it is an early call. I'm actually volunteering at the event until, well, geography lessons. So I live about 45 minutes southeast of Iowa City. I'm volunteering up there until about 6:15 at night. At that rate, I might as well stick around for opening ceremonies, which won't get done until after 8. Come home, load up, get a quick nap, wake up, shower, put on the flight suit, and on the road back I go to Iowa City. So I'm going to be a sleepy buster on Saturday morning, but once I get there, I'm sure I'll perk right up. There you go. Northwest Indiana Comic Con is a 1-day show, and it is Saturday the 7th. So again, if you're in the area, go to the show, go see the crew that's ready to believe you, the South Shore Ghostbusters, and have a picture and say hi. Buy their merch. Their merch is great. They have a merch store too. They do all sorts of stuff that we don't do. They're doing it better than us. At least on the social media and storefront. If you want Iowa Ghostbusters merch, you gotta come to the show. It's the only way to get it. So, but we do have quite a bit lined up this spring. So we've got QuadCon. That's Valentine's Day. That is a 1-day show. We've got the Cedar Falls Comic Con. That's March 7th and 8th in Cedar Falls, Iowa. And then, our next show is actually in Cedar Falls too. It's the RodCon. I believe that is April 11th. And am I missing any dates? I'll pull up the Discord as I do every live stream. That's about it. So, and we do have some things lined up for the summer as well. We'll be sure to get those announced as those dates get closer, and we're still finalizing our Halloween schedule too. So, if you're a Ghostbuster, basically mid-September until November 1st is pretty hectic. I tell family and friends, hey, I hope you don't need me for anything. On the weekends. Last year I just took the week of Halloween off because it fell on a Friday, and I might do that again this year just so I could cram as many events in as possible. So, So there you go. All right, Chris, what you got? Lake County Fairgrounds. Okay, well there you go. Northwest Indiana Comic Show, 1 day show, February 7th at the Lake County Fairgrounds. Go. What else do I have going on? Oh, if you couldn't tell, I'm permanently branded. Actually, uh, this started out as a drunken tattoo. Um, and actually, today is the uh, ninth anniversary of my uh, grandfather's passing. So this was the year he graduated from the University of Iowa, and that's the year I graduated from the University of Iowa. He was a die-hard Hawkeye, which he in turn passed to me. So I tell a story often about his fandom. It was toward the end of his life, and he was having a bit of a medical episode that was going to require him to go to the hospital. And as they were getting ready to cart him up, he said, "Wait, stop. Is there a TV where I'm going?" And they were like, "Bob, you're dying." And he goes, "I know, but the Hawkeyes are tipping off at 6:30, and if I'm gonna go out, I'd like to be watching them when it happens." So, um, I used to kind of be on that level, but now doing the Ghostbusters thing and being married with kids, yeah, sometimes the Hawkeyes they gotta go on the back burner a little bit. Plus, I work for the university, and trust me, there's plenty of days where I've had my fill of the Hawkeyes. Today wasn't one of those days. Today, my fill was with Microsoft. They're making my life hell, and I don't appreciate it. So, hey, Chris, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you jumping in on the stream, man. Like, I know this is a late one. It's not very convenient for most people in our demographic. I mean, before I started going live, I was asleep now. I'm married. I've got a 4-year old. I've got a 3-year old. I've been working crazy hours. It was a bit of a slog for me to come down here and go live. I'm not going to lie. So at least I know I'm not sitting here talking to myself. So, but I do have people because I do upload this onto my YouTube page once it's finished rendering and whatnot. I've got people that do watch it when it's not live. So, well, there you go. If you want more ActiveHawk content, I do have a YouTube page. It's linked on my profile. Trying to get into the shorts game a little bit more. Occasionally doing some live streaming of video games. Actually, I had uploaded a live stream of Ghostbusters, the video game, just going through the introductory level, and the audio levels were so poor, I took it down, and I'm gonna have to reshoot it. So, that'll be a down the road thing. I'm not gonna have time for it the next couple weekends. I'm gonna be a pretty busy cat. So, and yeah, so I mean, 9 o'clock at night, it's tough. And as I said in the pilot, this is more of a therapeutic thing for me. It's nice just to get here and blabber and talk about Ghostbusters or, the Hawkeyes or whatever, as long as it's not Microsoft or Peppa Pig or what's happening in the world, because Lord knows, I think a lot of us could use a break from it. So. Prior, what's up? We got Sioux Empire Ghostbusters representing. So you're staying up past your bedtime too. Appreciate you jumping on. What's going on? Do you have any events coming up? We were just promoting the Northwest Indiana Comic Con at the Lake County Fairgrounds. South Shore Ghostbusters are going to be there this Saturday, 1 day show. Come see the crew that's ready to believe you. I can't believe Agatha shut off again. I swore that talent cell was pretty well charged. I wonder if my Keep Alive is on the fritz. That'll be a bummer. I will address that after this for a little bit. I'm gonna need her purring this Saturday for dance marathon. So, Pryor, if you just jumped on, I do have a link in the comments for UI Dance Marathon. Uh, Super super cool event. This is the 32nd iteration of Dance Marathon. They've raised over $37 million for the kiddos at Stead Family Children's Hospital. I'm pretty sure there's a way you could donate there in the site too if you're inclined. I had mentioned that usually on Friday I find a dancer that's just this close to qualifying for dancing and push them the rest of the way. So next up, we are at the St. Patrick's Day Parade, weather permitting. Oh, St. Patrick's Day is a long ways away. You should sneak over to Iowa and do a show with us. We would welcome you with open arms. Yeah, we got a Cedar Rapids show on Valentine's Day, and then the Cedar Falls Comic Con, the first Cedar Falls Comic Con, is March 7th and 8th. So, what day does St. Patrick's Day fall on this year? Is it going to be a fun one, or is it in the middle of the work week? Not that I really celebrate St. Patrick's Day like you stereotypically would anymore. I've got kids. I can't be that hungover. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Oof. Well, I know what I'll be doing. I'll be sitting over there working. So, yeah. No, us Iowa GBs, we're a pretty open community. I know the last RodCon we did at University of Northern Iowa, we talked to some Mid-Iowa GBs. We're actually potentially seeing about working with them at the Des Moines Con, which is coming up in May, I believe. So, Mid-Iowa, I mean, Des Moines is kind of their turf, so it'd be nice to have them have the first crack at it, and it sounds like they've already signed up for it, so I will see you on the Geek. I hope so, Pryor. It would be nice to meet you in person. You're so very friendly and bubbly. I need more of that in my life. I was getting yelled at today by Microsoft and people who were upset about Microsoft. I like it when I get yelled at for dropping a Bluetooth speaker on the boss man's ion arm. Chris, I agree. I absolutely agree. The more busters, the merrier. I was going to say something, but maybe there's one particular buster we won't invite to it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Nerd working at its Oh, I like that. Oh, Pryor, I'm going to steal that. Nerd working at its finest. Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about Agatha back there. I might go. Maybe did I? We can't tell Frank. Oh no. What is it like the? It'll be a double secret probation meeting of the Midwest Iowa GBs. We'll send Frank on a goose chase. Don't know if you noticed my ambience candle here. It's vanilla bean. It smells amazing. I can't remember. Oh no, I was in the store. So my kids are really getting into bead jewelry, and they were using pipe cleaners. And I'm a really sentimental guy, and my kids made me something, I don't want to take it off. Well, these really cheap pipe cleaners tend to break if you put them through their paces. So I went and got some, not string, not paracord, yeah, kind of a elastic string, so it's got some stretch and they're tied up very well, so they should not break anymore. But yeah, I know I'm like 6 foot and 270 and wearing a very pink handmade beaded bracelet, but what can I say? My kid made it for me, so I'm gonna wear it. So again, if you're coming in late, UI Dance Marathon is happening this weekend. Kicks off at 7 o'clock Friday night and goes until 7 o'clock Saturday night. It is a 24-hour event, and it is super cool. I have a link to the event in the chat if you want to check out and see what that's all about. Again, I've been in love with dance marathon since about 2010. So the fact that I get to not only go back and volunteer again, but volunteer as a Ghostbusters is a dream come true. And I'm playing a very small part. I'm just hanging out in the family room for a couple hours, available for photos if kiddos want them. And I imagine they will, because I am going to be fully decked out. The pack is not coming off because there's too many bodies there. Hey, it's Mark Hagen. Ho, 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 ho. Hagen's got a Hagen. What's up, bud? I will let you know the others did not get that intro. I do Ghostbusters fun for me. I don't do Mom Spa Week. I mean, sometimes you gotta treat yourself too, though, right? Right. I will argue that Ghostbusters is treating myself. That's where I feel like I get to be me the most, right? A giant nerd that's doing good things for the community. So we were doing a Comic-Con this weekend. Oh yes, Chris, let me know. We've plugged it again, so why don't we do that again? The South Shore Ghostbusters are going to be at the Northwest Indiana Comic-Con. It is at the Lake County Fairgrounds. It is a one-day show, Saturday, February 7th. If you are in the area, go see the crew that's ready to believe you, your friendly neighborhood South Shore Ghostbusters. Is Gozer asleep, Mark? I love that little guy. I love that little guy because he doesn't live with me. I have a feeling I would not love him if he lived here. I had a Frenchie for years, and the snorts and farts got old after a little bit. That was awesome. So there's a reason why our old friend Chad, the Ghostbuster Rebel, calls me the carnival barker of the Iowa Ghostbusters. It's what I do. Can't help it. He's terrorizing the living room. Leave him there. So, I guess that's the pro wrestler in me, cutting promos left and right. So, I never wrestled a match. My buddy did bring me in for an angle. He was where he was tagging with another guy, and they broke up, and he was the shit ass heel and hired a bunch of bodyguards, of which I was one of the bodyguards. So I would escort him to the ring. Gosh, that was a fun night. Like, I got to take like a couple, like, I jumped up on the apron to distract the ref so he could like low blow him and stuff, and like I'm talking all this trash to the audience and just being like the worst version of me I've ever been. Like, I had an old lady cuss at me, and that was like, I was like, okay, I know wrestling. I know that I'm doing my job right. So, yeah. Travis, He'll probably watch this on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Chris, it was great. It was certainly not like a giant promotion. It is the promotion that's tied to Seth Rollins' wrestling school in Davenport, Iowa, though. So, um, yeah, I haven't met Colby in person. I was wearing a Seth Rollins Iowa inspired shirt while getting gas, and one of his childhood buddies like, "Hey man, I appreciate you wearing that shirt. He's a buddy of mine." I'm like, "Oh well, yeah. I mean, it looks cool, and he's from the Quad Cities. Of course, I'm gonna rep his shirt." So, oh, oh, I don't know if the mic picked up on that, but my neck just sounded like a popcorn machine there. Holy crap. Ugh. So, speaking of the Quad Cities, I've been kind of getting in the ear a little bit. So, uh, fun fact. Yes, he did. He went to Minnesota, so he wrestled Iowa a lot. And that was, I mean, Iowa's always been kind of good at wrestling. Right now, we just can't get past Penn State. Like, they're like the cream of the crop. But yeah, when he wrestled for Minnesota, it was when Iowa was kind of like in a downslope. And yeah, say what you will about the character of the guy, like I wouldn't poke him. Like, yeah, he's a pro wrestler, but he was also a UFC champion. I wrestled him and lost him. I don't doubt it. I'm pretty sure I would just poop my pants and run away if I had to do anything with Brock Lesnar, even if it was like just hang out with him. He just looks like a very large and intimidating person. So I think he was in the Rumble this weekend. I had stuff going on. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. Ever since Undertaker like officially retired, and now we get a lot more Mark Calloway than Undertaker. I'm like, all right, well, that was like the last of my childhood, so I'm not as invested in it as much. But if my aforementioned buddy, is wrestling, uh, I'll go to a local show and support him. So, which he's been out of it for a little bit, but he just got back. So, I have a feeling my son would be kind of into it too, though. He's in a stage where loud noises are a thing, so I had to get him some earmuffs because of the microphone under the rings, so you could hear the plywood, clank and the loud music and whatnot. He probably would not be a fun fan of that. So I had no idea this was going to turn into a wrestling chat, but that's Hump Days with the Hawk, baby. We talk about it all. If it's nerdy, we could talk about it. Maybe less so Star Trek. I don't know a lot about Star Trek. I could talk episodes 1 through 6 until I'm blue in the face, though, Star Wars wise. Long ways away, but did you hear about the Ghostbusters cruise from New York next year? No. Prior. Details. Put them in the chat. That is also my bucket list. So, I've never been to New York City. I had the opportunity to go my senior year in high school, but it was through band, and I was kind of gauging it. It's like, am I gonna be able to like go do the things I want to go do? Because like, yes, I know I've got a commitment to band, but I also have a commitment to go see, Hook and Ladder 8 and 55 Central Park West, and the answer was no. Yeah, Hagen doesn't know about it. Prior Dietz, we need them. Talk to us about this cruise. Is it like a pilgrimage of ectos to the firehouse? What's going on? So, I'm gonna age myself here a little bit. I turn 40 next year. So before I turn 41, I am touching the damn bricks at Hook and Ladder 8. I don't think I want to go like on Ghostbusters Day. Like I want to be kind of like a me thing. Like, all right, I've done this. Leave a crunch bar at a Twinkie for old Egon. Uh, and also, yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but shout out to South Shore and Frank. You guys absolutely rocked Harold Ramis Day, and that tribute video was very good. I was happy to be a part of that. So, all right, we're getting deets. We can't end things yet. Pryor's getting us deets on this Ghostbusters cruise from New York City. No one would tell me. Well, you're busy across the stream, Smart. That's why. You're just so rude. Oh, well. Much like the aforementioned Ghostbuster. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to try to stay positive. Try to stay positive uh, here at Hump Days with the Hawk. Every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Sometimes running a little late. It depends on if my kid is being a shit ass. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do that again next year. And if they do, your boy might have to take Groundhog Day off and come hang out with you guys. I'm all about being in poor taste. Who dis? Oh, excuse me. Pryor, we're waiting with anticipation. Oh, I see what happened.